It's actually when I was diagnosed, it was very strange because I had very weird symptoms. I was diagnosed when I was 18.
Okay. And how old are you
And I was
now?
19. Now I'm 34.
Okay. So
I
18
think,
years old and 34, 16 years ago.
yeah. Well, I know I just turned 19 when I got diagnosed. But
Okay. So
what
15
happened?
years.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. So when I turned 18, it was like right around when I turned 18. I had a UTI, which was very strange.
Okay.
And like looking back, I had like bloating and I had gas, but it was at that point it wasn't bothering me that much. It was like a joke. I would just I'd fart a lot
Something
and
everybody has type of thing, not a
yeah,
big deal. Yeah.
yeah, like whatever I'm eating. But like looking back, I realized it was symptoms of Crohn's, but I never had stomach pain. It was never bad.
Mm-hmm.
I had a UTI and it kept recurring. So they put me on antibiotics, came
Mm-hmm.
back 2 weeks later, and the doctor's like, it's an 18-year-old, it's weird, but okay, antibiotics again. It was good for a while. It came back and it came back worse. It kept coming back worse. And then
Yeah.
I kept getting other infections. It was about a year where I just was undiagnosed. They were checking me for everything. Um, I was on antibiotics. I was on IV antibiotics for a bit. It was terrible. They're switching it up. Try this one, try that one, and I kept just getting recurring infection. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, then it would like
And
the
then what they
doctor.
diagnose you with, and
So
what they
they
call it.
didn't know. They would ask me like, "Are you having sex?" Like, no.
Yeah.
Then my parents would leave the room. Okay, no, really, tell us what you're doing. Like, what are you
Yeah.
doing? What are you taking? What drugs are you taking? Like, what's
Yeah.
doctors were dumbfounded. And after, it was almost a year later where they would check everything. They had theories. Go to the next doctor, and I kept having. I had a kidney infection. I had just a bunch of infections in the area. They put a scope. They found that I had there was a fistula from my bladder, from my intestines to my bladder.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to like, and they said you have Crohn's, and like the only thing I knew about Crohn's, I had a kid. There's one friend in class with Crohn's, and he was like, like 100 pounds, and he couldn't eat anything. He would
Yeah.
go home, half the week he was home early. I couldn't believe it was Crohn's, but
Yeah. That must have been scary. You're like, man,
yeah,
that's what I have. I'm gonna lose all this weight and be sick forever.
yeah,
It's been pretty traumatic.
yeah.
So all of a sudden, you're now in you're 30, you're 32, 33. What's going on 10, 12 years later that made you even consider, hey, maybe I need the S.H.I.E.L.D program?
Yeah, so then I'm back in the hospital. They like put the tube. There's like a tube they put up your nose into your stomach. They drain your stomach. It's just a nightmare. And I was sitting in the hospital. I realized at that point I was about to break. I was about to break. Like I really didn't want to like start going down the medication route. Like I've seen family members who go on it and they're switching the medication, and I I really wanted to figure out how to do it with diet. But so in my head I told myself like I guess I have to be perfect. Like I have to do the SED diet. I can't. I have to be perfect. It's the only way to do it. I'll try this. If I end up in the hospital, like I'll give myself one more chance, and then I'm gonna go on medication. Like, that's all
Yeah.
I can do. Like, I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I can't like deal with this again. And then like I actually then I found. So what happened was so I was doing that for a few months, and then I heard you on Ben Greenfield's podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Like I heard that podcast, and I was looking through a podcast with the listener, and I was like IBD, gut health. I forgot like the exact title, and I was like, this is perfect. And as I was listening to it, it really like I was like, I need to do this. This
It
is
really
incredible.
resonated. You really connected with my
Yeah,
own story and what we do.
yeah.
So you
So
started with the S.H.I.E.L.D program. You were like,
yeah,
I'm going to do this. And when you started, what were your symptoms like?
when I started, I was doing the SED diet. So
SCD diet. Yeah.
right. So my symptoms, I had some bloating. Like if I ate a little too much, I would still have some bloating, and I was still
You'd have some
I still
bloating. You had a ton of
right.
cramping and pain.
I was seeing blood. I was seeing blood here and
You were seeing
there.
a
It
good
was getting better. Yeah, I was
mm-hmm.
definitely seeing some blood.
Blood,
And
a little mucus,
yeah,
pretty good amount of urgency,
right,
and
right.
maybe 4 bowel movements a day. So you weren't having a
Yeah,
ton with all your work, but you were urgency when you had it, and I hear you had a lot of terrible cramping and pain and gas.
yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm. And
definitely.
you had those, and then you had some arthritis, which we weren't sure was connected or not. But 34-year-old man with arthritic pain, you had that going on. Your energy was kind of okay, right? Mediocre.
Yeah, yeah,
And you were around 165 pounds, as you said, kind of stuck at that 165.
yeah,
And you also had just been dealing with this for 15 years, you'd already gotten one major surgery for the fistula, and you had 2 blockages. So you've been through a ton.
Right.
And so let me ask you this, what are your symptoms now?
Right now, I'm blown away. Like I haven't felt like this. Like I don't remember feeling like this.
Awesome. And you did. And so let me. You 1 to 2 bowel movements a day?
Yeah, usually 2. Like generally, like in the morning and then sometime in the afternoon. And
which is great, guys. When you want to have 2, because usually that means your detox pathways are more open for further healing. So he's set up to continue to detox better if he has more than 1 bowel movement a day. So that's wonderful. And then no blood's eliminated, mucus is eliminated, right?
Yeah.
Urgency is eliminated.
Yeah, it's like I can't even.
No bloating, no cramping and pain, which was a 10 out of 10 when we started. Yeah. Gone. Gas is more normal.
Yeah.
This is also a bonus. Joint pain went away.
Mm-hmm.
Like the swelling and inflamed of old injuries, that stopped bothering you as much.
Yeah. And like it's crazy because now I'm like in the gym, I'm stronger. I gained like I'm like 173 now.
Yeah, 8 pounds. Have you been on any medications to achieve these results?
No.
Wow, which was your mission, right? You personally didn't want the medications, and you were able to do this, and you did this all from Brooklyn at home.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, my wife helped me a ton, but.
Yeah, of course. There you go. Her wife helped. But that's quite amazing that you were able to accomplish that. I mean, how important was it to have someone like Coach Armand in your plan to jump on, do one-on-one calls, help you make sense of things, to go back and forth with ideas and strategies and refine your plan? Do you think you would have gotten these results without a one-on-one coach?
There's no way. Because also, even if I research something, I want to try something, it doesn't work, I'm still in pain as I'm trying it.
You have no one to bounce it off. You have no one who has hundreds of testimony success. Like Coach Armand's worked with hundreds of Crohn's colitis, and he has it himself. He healed himself. He's helped heal so many others. And so also how vital was it for you to just have your own unique plan? It's not like you're doing the plan, like follow our plan. It's like, this is totally customized to you, and you can refine it any way that we need for you to get results.
Yeah.
Do you think that was really big for you?
Yeah, I think it was really big. I think it helped so much. It blew me away how much, because any other doctor you go to, they check for inflammation and they give you the same drugs. And it blew me away so much how, you're doing the test and they're looking, like, it's not just Crohn's, like overall, like Crohn's, it's okay, what's caused.
We're looking for root causes.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Exactly, I couldn't believe it. I didn't realize that was a thing. I didn't even know that was a thing. It really, I was astounded by it.
And what's something else that you feel like really helped you? Was there a certain nutrition change or a product or something in your protocol you wanted to highlight to others out there?
I really noticed the difference after, because at first we did like all the
standard protocol. Yeah,
standard protocol. When he added, I think he added TUDCA and the other and acetylcysteine.
There you go. TUDCA and NAC.
I think after that, like I had a reaction. There was a few days where I felt almost like I had a cold.
Yeah, that's a
hurts. Then I stopped. I'm like, I can't handle it. Then when I saw Armand again, he I restarted it a little slower, and I think that really. I think after using those, like almost like, I guess the reaction, like when that was gone, I really. You
started feeling even better. It was like a little bit of a herx, and then you went up. So guys, what he's saying is he did liver and gallbladder support, and a lot of times we get really slow detox pathways from being sick for so long, and your body can't process those toxins, which keeps us chronically inflamed. And so once his gallbladder and his liver started dumping those toxins and excreting them, he started seeing less inflammation, probably saw less arthritic pain, better mental clarity, better energy, maybe even better bowel movements. So that's wonderful. So we'll put all 4 of those things in the links below for everyone to check out. But absolutely wonderful. And if there's one last piece of advice you want to recommend, anyone out there who's listening and going,
it's a little bit of money, but for the price it is, you're getting so much more. And it's just, I don't know, it's like one of the best decisions I've made. It's like there's no price on like just feeling good and getting your health back. Like it's so much more, just having the ability to go and do a hike, and I'm taking my son out and playing and having the energy for it. The price is enough. nothing, it's like,
No.
it's a joke compared to what you're getting out of it. It's really, yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's really a no-brainer. Like you could keep just the time you're buying back for yourself.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your experience and your
Mhm.
connection. And I think that you being here can help others. And we're excited to see you continue to grow your life and what you can do. Thank you so much, B.
Thank you. Thanks a million.